Hey you guys, welcome back to the Cooking Amputee. I'm your host, Mama Sue. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, why don't you click that subscribe button and that notification bell that you will be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. Let's begin our cooking. So today I am making what is called a breakfast hash. These are the ingredients that I'm showing you that you will need for this recipe. You guys, I really do appreciate you guys stopping by and subscribing to my channel and enjoying my recipes. This is something that I make for my family quite often and they enjoy it, so I hope that you guys will enjoy it too. And of course you can add any kind of protein you want. You don't necessarily have to use the sausage and the ham like I do, but if you want to, you can. So first, we're going to cut up some bell peppers. There's no specific way that you will cut these bell peppers, just in small diced pieces, so it won't be too chunky and easy to digest. Always make sure to remove any of the membrane and also the seeds so that you will not get it into your dish. You guys, now for the onion. There's no specific way of cutting this onion either. It's just that you want to cut small diced pieces, like I said, so it'll be easy to digest and it'll blend real well with the recipe, the potatoes and such. For my new beginners, when it comes to cutting, you guys see my technique that I'm using, and always tuck your fingers in so that it will not get chopped off. You don't want any bits and pieces of your finger in the dish, okay? I want everybody to be safe. Okay, now that we are cutting up all our onions and bell peppers, you guys, this recipe is very delicious. You can season it with your own desired season, your favorite season that you like. Doesn't necessarily have to be my season. It's just the way that I make my homemade hash, okay? Okay, now on to cutting these potatoes. But first, let me wash my hands because it's all grimy with all that onions and bell peppers. All right, watch the technique that I do. First, I cut off the sides so that I can create a flat surface in a steady potato. Cut it like you would cut French fries first, in long strips. Make sure that you have a real sharp knife that you're using so it wouldn't be a struggle to cut these potatoes. Now you cut them in small dices. I like these sizes. Some people may cut them a little bit bigger, but I like this size. About 1/4 of an inch size potatoes. Don't worry about being fast in the kitchen. You want to take your time with what you're doing. All right, good job. You're looking pretty good.
I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process.
All right, so now you want to rinse those potatoes off and get ready for fry. What you're looking at now is me putting the ham in a little bit of olive oil, and I'm frying them to get a nice sear. This is the olive oil that I use. Just a little drizzle in the pan and get those babies fried up like that. Now on for our sausage. Same thing. You want to give it a beginning of a sear on these sausages, not cook all the way through. The reason why is because I want to chop up the sausages so that it'll be, in small bits. You'll see that soon. Now I'm cutting my ham in little chunks, as you can see. You guys, excuse my dog barking out in the yard. He's being real loud. Okay, now to the sausage. Alright, so we're going to chop these bad bubbles up. Chop them up as best as you can. I figured to do it this way because it's pretty easy doing it this way versus trying to cut up some raw sausage, then trying to cook it all at one time. I figured, hey, what the heck? If I do it this way, it'll be all the way through cooking by the time we put this thing all together. And that's what it's going to look like after you chopped it up in little pieces. And again, this is the end result of the sausages. Now on to, we're going to put our onions and bell peppers, and we're going to give it a nice sear, or as we like to say, sweating the onions and the bell peppers. Little chef term. This is the seasonings that I'm using: some garlic powder, onion powder, parsley flakes, Lorry's, and a little bit of sea salt. Now I'm going to add in my potatoes. We're going to give that a little sear time as well. Get it all nice and brown, as much brown as you can get it. Toss them around just a little bit. You kind of want to baby these potatoes. Keep your eye on it. And I'm using a medium to high heat with a little bit of that olive oil that I showed you at the beginning. See, this is how it begins to look. You can add your seasonings in midway so that the seasonings can absorb in those potatoes. Yes, sir. That's going to be some good eating, you guys. And the kids are smelling it. It's ready for it. Oh, Papa Bear is ready for it as well. So I'm just trying to hurry up in the kitchen and get the food on the table. But that's how you're going to get those potatoes nice and seared and brown, like pan fried. Give it a nice toss. Now on to adding our vegetables. We're going to add the vegetables inside of the potatoes, and along with the sausage and the ham. Just add it in and give it a nice stir. We're going to toss it and going to toss it and let it cook as well. All of this will be done in the next 10 minutes. So all in all, this is like about a 20-minute prep and cook all together. That looks good, you guys. And you can smell the aroma in the chicken. That looks awesome. So good, so good. Ooh, it's making me hungry all over again. Just looking at it. I hope you guys would consider making this recipe for you and your family as well. Woo! Wish you can take a bite. Like my mama always said, you gotta offer, honey. You gotta offer them some. That was delicious. Alright, so the meal is complete. Now the kids and Papa Bear is waiting on the sideline for their plate. They are ready to dig in because they've been smelling that food. So here it comes. We're done. Now we're going to cook some eggs. Hash is not complete without some eggs, you guys. So we're going to mix that up real quick. Get them eggs nice and whipped. I think I'm going to do an omelet. I thought about doing scrambled eggs, but I was like, well, let me give Papa Bear an omelet. So here you go. Put a little olive oil in the pan. Make sure it's nice and heated. Put them eggs in that pan and swirl it around just a little bit. Let it absorb so it's to a consistency where you can actually fold it. Now we're going to add our salt and pepper. Put a little bit of tomato in it. Add some cheese on top, of course. Yes. Cannot have omelet without the cheese. Now, we're going to fold it. Oh, my feeble attempt at folding it. So, there's no exact way of folding your omelet. As long as it's yummy, good for the tummy, and fits right on your plate. So, I think I'm going to fold it in third. Okay, now, here is my finished plate. Oh, Papa Bear is waiting. He's not on the sideline. You'll see him in a minute. And here he is.
Today is the day. Y'all know what it is. Got my good old lightning bread. My dad would call it lightning bread. Got my omelet. And
Loaded hash.
loaded hash. Y'all know what it is. Enjoying my day off. I'm talking about a loaded hash, lightning bread. Gotta get it, gotta go.